Wait, what did I just say? Greetings everyone. Myself Amritansh Pathak of grade 11th studying in Sunbeam English School Bhawanpur. And I come from a very bewitching, elegant, enticing and harmonious place, Varanasi. Varanasi is one of those cities which never sleeps. You can go out on streets in night, midnight, late night, or even early morning. You will find people singing, you will find people praying and hanging around the ghats. Well, to be honest, hanging around the ghats is even one of my favorite pastime. You know, there's probably no other feeling than sitting on the stairs of the ghats with river flowing in front of you and as all coffee addict having a mug filled with that stuff in your hand. It's just awesome. Now, coming to the part for which I am here, sharing my opinion. And today, I'm going to speak on going beyond curriculum. Going beyond curriculum is one of those things by which we all are here and still we ignore it. As all 11th grade science students, I am also preparing for IIT and I've seen people very closely forgetting everything else but IIT. Even one of my closest friends who is now in Kota. So I feel I am better than anyone else to speak on the same because I've felt it in my life. In the 21st century, it is no longer enough to study and mug up what has been served up to you by the school and eventually think that is enough. I have always heard about my seniors that they go through a lot of training for a couple of months before they're considered as an asset by their companies. Imagine when Thomas Alva Edison was making his first electric bulb. Someone walked up to him and said, "Hey Edison, we do not need this. You know, we have torches, we have fire. So man, kindly shift to something else and drop this plan." Then probably I would be holding a fire torch in my hand right now because someone walked up to Edison at that time, Sir Thomas Alva Edison at that time, and said, "Do not go beyond curriculum." Cramped, clustered, and chaotic. These are the three C's that dominate students in an academic year. Studies of varying subjects, many of which perhaps will not be of much use in the upcoming future. Means why Albert Einstein needed to study history in his school time. Even he protested against it and he was rusticated from the school. Why Christopher Hill needed to study maths. And if you don't know who he is, he's a famous historian. When I or any other student like me studies for an exam, rather prepares for an exam, we better know the fact that for how much time it's going to remain with us. And yes, this exactly means that the plenty of hardship done the night before exam goes in vain because nothing remains with us. Today, we live in a connected world where information is available at any time or place. So looking up at educational institutions all the time is not correct. We have to keep our mind curious, creative, and critical in matter of thinking. And what I feel is that when these three C's are properly understood and made a part of mainstream education, these can equip students with the required capabilities. As a matter of fact, I have seen a nice person's boy getting first rank in college, which was not expected as he was not too good in academics. When this case was further investigated, it was found that he spent a huge sum of money to individual teachers for giving him awesome grades. And this case is not the single one in the same queue. There are countless number of other cases proving the same side of the coin. This case and many other cases like this shows that scoring awesome grades does not reflect who you really are, does not show what are the limits of your brain. You are smarter than you think. And the perfect example for this is that the smartest person in the history of all time, and you know whom I'm talking about, Albert Einstein, just used 5% of his brain. So the myth that you cannot increase your circumstances is now busted because you can widen your circumstances. At the end, I would just like to say that go beyond curriculum and recognize that learning is a social process. It occurs in and most importantly outside the institutional walls. We live in a competitive world and to compete in this world we have to keep our mind curious and creative. Learning does not mean and it's not a matter of mugging up. It is a matter of understanding and great fun. Gracias y tenga cuidado. Wait, again? Thank you and take care.